Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Andrew.
Good morning.
And before we get into our good sponsors, like we usually do, before we forget, we want to
get some obituaries.
Get our obituaries.
Sure.
Miss Bonnie Lou Hogruder Jagno passed away, and in reading of the obituary, I see where Charles Jagno of Notleyville, who serves as our
clerk of court
for a number of years, and also has a successful drugstore in Port Barre. And Ms. Hogruder was in her 70s, if I remember correctly. And we certainly want to wish
85.
85, yeah, good age, and want to offer our deepest sympathies on her recent death. And Mr. Willie Barry is William Charles Barry, but better known by all of us in the insurance industry as Mr. Willie. Had a very successful career, he and his brother, right there in Sunset, Louisiana, and died at the age of 90. What a beautiful, beautiful age. A person that had a great personality, and at the same time ran a very successful business right there. And so we offer our sympathies to his family. And then someone that you might have known coming up through Port Barre was Nolan DeVilliers.
Correct.
And Nolan was in the Army. He retired as Chief Warrant Officer 4 with the U.S. Army. Then he served in the National Guard and Army Reserves until 1995. And he was also an avid golfer and a longtime member of Indian Hills Country Club. That's where I would see him in recent years playing golf when I go to eat with Mr. Lee Young. Good morning, Lee, and all the family. We'll soon have to be setting up those tables for the Santa breakfast.
That's right.
You know, that's coming up quick.
First week of December.
That
first Wednesday.
So we got about 6 more weeks. And of course, to his family, we certainly want to offer our deepest sympathies.
I'm old enough to remember his dad and mom, Mr. Burvick and the whole crew there.
Okay, good.
I'll go back that far. How about some more sponsors too? We could do that. Let's go with, how about the Steamboat Warehouse? Get mom away from the smell of her own cooking. Go to beautiful Washington, Louisiana, and try all the great Louisiana seafood, great Angus steaks, wine selection out of this world. Always something new, always something different, some different stuffing, some different try some different things. When the hot weather cranks up, you get some of those good soft shell crabs from down at Sycamore Point. Jason Huguet, chef owner, tremendous job, best of the best chef. It must be 8 years now. Wins the soiree competition in cooking. Just go by. You'll enjoy yourself. The ambiance is incredible, and the food is just as wonderful. And one more sponsor. Let's go with the Quarters Casino. While you're going north of Opelousas, you can go by the Quarters Casino and Travel Plaza at exit 23. They've got good Chevron fuels. That's diesel and gasoline. Clean, clean, clean. So if you're in a good, clean pickup that takes diesel, or one of those good German automobiles, you know, I played old German at the cemetery tours. If you good German engineering, you can go and clean up, get in that good diesel fuel, Chevron fuel, and not get your feet dirty. Go inside and get the good Stuckey's candy, the Subway sandwiches, the crispy crunchy chicken. They've got El Pico de Gallo, their Mexican cantina and restaurant, great authentic Mexican
and
food.
the little machines.
And the little machines, and they pay.
That's right. They pay off. That's right.
There you go.
Pastoral and church anniversary. It's going to be their 25th at the Global House of Praise, and of course that's our friend Pastor Bobby Gradney from Port Barre, Louisiana. But this event is going to have such a large attendance that it's actually going to be held in the Opelousas Civic Center, and that is November the 1st, and that starts at 7 p.m. and black and white attire.
All Saints Day.
Donation of $10, admission by ticket only. Bobby Gradney has really come a long, long ways from that first little house that he started in, and to now I think his church holds 700
right there on
parishioners.
What we call the OG track, right there, the road that leads to the football stadium.
That is correct. So Bobby, good luck, and we'll remind folks at least one more time.
I got a bunch of giveaways to hit back to back. 13th Gate in Baton Rouge, famous for the great haunted Haunted House. I just talked to Dana Reed, who took a tour there. They took a tour on the back, all the theater people. If you want to go and see just great, scary Halloween and Disney World style, you can win tickets. You can get a 4-pack of tickets. Text the word GATE to the number 64636. The word GATE, text it to 64636. It's 13 Gate in Baton Rouge. And then next, Sesame Street Family 4-packs. If you want to go see Sesame Street, that's over, I guess, at the Cajun Dome, I would assume. Yes. Elmo Makes Music is November 1st through the 4th. Text the word Elmo, E-L-M-O, to 64636, and you can win a family 4-pack. And one other thing to take care of all our business, the Opelousas Rotary that does this great auction every year that helps fund things like the Boys and Girls Club, the Veterans Memorial over on Highway 182, a lot of civic organization type work. They're doing their live auction October 29th. That's a Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. here on KDCG live. And if you watch the show, they'll have the greatest live auctioneer you've ever seen before. Normally a sidekick for Bobby Dupree, but he's going to be on that night doing the show. So you better watch it and see.
I don't know that.
I'm going to talk good about myself today.
Yeah, that's right. We have
Pump
to.
me up. And I won't be wearing a tails or a tux that night.
I met a
Steve.
long-time friend recently in Lafayette. I want to tell Mr. Donnie Gautreaux good morning to you and hello. He's a viewer and of the program. And so tell a friend when you enjoy the program, tell a neighbor, tell a relative, and maybe they can get into a good program where you don't have to worry about having your grandkids sitting by you. Everything is nice and clean and always positive. And what we're going to show.
Some photos?
Yes, sir.
How about we're going to show those old cotton fields back home?
Yes, sir. And that's on the way to Natchez, Mississippi. That's between, I guess you'd call that Lettsworth, which is
there you go.
near Simpsport, and along that river road. And the crops this year there were just fantastic. And that's proof of the cotton crop.
That river silk.
And then right in the next field, just right next door, they're making hay, and it's a much larger square bale than the bale that I'm used to seeing around here.
And look how big the tractor is that's pulling
That's pulling
thing,
it, dual wheels.
You know when you make hay, when the sun shines, right?
That's
what
right.
they say.
Make hay while the sun is shining. And these are some friends, and I want to apologize. I don't know.
It's a little blurry.
What happened there? It shouldn't, I guess, but
Might have been fogged up or something.
Gene and Judy Herring and Donnie Smith, and somewhere along the line I missed.
Gene Smith?
No. Well,
Je connais pas.
no, it's Gene Herring.
Okay.
And Judy Herring.
How about Jerry Herring? I see Jerry.
Well, I scratched that.
Okay.
That's what I had at first understood,
All right.
but it was Gene.
We got it.
But anyhow, my new friends, and they live in Natchez, Mississippi. I was at the Dairy Queen. I hadn't eaten at a Dairy Queen in a long time. I used the Dairy Queen when I was a kid here in Opelousas,
We got a
and
very
it's
good one
still going very good. It's one of the very oldest in the franchise system of the Dairy Queens across the United States, and I guess they're probably in some foreign countries by now.
You can bring them $10 every night, and you know what? They'll give you ice cream out the window because this happens at my house almost every night.
And had a nice visit. They into motorcycles. They're into hot rod cars, and we need Ramp Spire there with me to defend myself on the automobiles. But they're working on building a hot car, not maybe for the racetrack, but to get around and let it be known that, yes, I could race you if I wanted to.
There you go.
Thank you all for being so very nice to me. And have a nice day.
Got the nice big display about the Ely family.
Right, and I remember the gentleman on the left here, YZ Ely, came to dinner with me about 3 weeks ago. Good morning to you. And those are some of his friends and his brother all the way on the right, Tedious. And Tedious went on and left the area and went up into Nashville, Memphis, and really made it big time. And of course, YZ will be playing at the Magnolia Bluff Casino this Saturday night.
Very good.
And here I'll have to come back and be here in Opelousas and Sunset for the event
Boxing reunion.
boxing reunion. So I'm going to miss you, YZ, but I'll catch you another time when you're playing at another place. And talking about the Magnolia Bluff Casino, I visited with the owner, Mr. Kevin, and also the chef, Joey, and between the two of them, they gave us a beautiful, delicious treat for our dessert, and real good food. If you from that area, try their fine dining restaurant, and I think you're going to fall in love with it, and the site, you sitting above the Mississippi River.
On the bluff.
On the bluff.
And then you got this pretty decorations. wherever you
Decorations
are.
all over town, downtown. And this young lady here is, I've got her card. We talked about it earlier.
And the Melançons.
The Melançons, and I have a picture with some names.
He's digging, he's looking.
Yeah, and I had them earlier.
Didn't get far.
No,
it can't be far.
Can't be very far.
We have to come back.
Well, no, we gonna.
Moi, je connais pas.
I can't.
Don't know where it went.
I bet it's right in here.
Not little daisies, though? No.
No, that's.
I'm trying all that. Okay, we got to keep moving then.
Yep.
We'll come back.
I apologize, but anyhow, but then it might be right here. I've got her husband
Go ahead.
right
and see
here.
it. There you are.
Christina Irvin on the
Right.
left. In the center is Linda Melançon, and that's Melançon Antiques.
Got it.
And on the right is Brenda
Decaro.
Decaro. And they gave me some directions on how to get some good Cajun cooking, and as it turned out, it's Linda Melançon's husband, Paul Melançon, Cajun Cooking Restaurant at 104 Martin Luther King Street, right
There you go.
near my little house over there. And that is attended Mass on Sunday morning at the Holy Family, and met two fine folks after Mass, and you can show the next picture.
I got
Show
it right
them
here.
right here. Carmen and Denise Jimenez.
Denise.
And Janice, and they are from
France, you said?
France, and they're from Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent,
Saint
yeah.
Laurent. And je parlais avec les autres en français, et ça aimait ça. Et elle ne peut pas parler anglais. Lui, il parle joliment bien. Il était dans un tas de movies. He was in several
Right.
movies, well-known movies, and I invited them to come over to our house, and they came over and had coffee and visited, and they have invited us to go to that area, and they are near.
When we leaving?
Yeah, that's what I say. And they would take off a week of vacation off their jobs and tour us around, and that would be beautiful. And they live right near a beach. And this is the priest over at Holy Family, Father James Fallon.
I recognize him.
Very, very nice priest, very friendly. And well, now Carla is kind of clowning. Carla and Noel Bunol were our guests, and we had a blast. And
she must be working out because she got the muscle showing.
Oh,
there.
she
The
is
guns are
working out,
big.
and she
The
is
shoulders.
also a personal trainer, and that's how she and Noel met up. And Noel has really lost weight,
There he
and
is.
well, and he's
In good
having to
shape.
rest. He's working too hard.
Yes.
And this is in front of the Darby store.
Right.
And Miss Darby is something else. She really has a large store.
We're down
and
10 seconds left. Let's come back. We'll come back to these photos on the other side of 10 seconds.